Unacceptable, unacceptable, unacceptable. The nether tunnel to this base is unacceptable. So welcome to another Let's Play video, and let's get right into it. At the moment, to get to our new base, the nether tunnel ends here, so we kind of fly all the time like so. Which is kind of okay, but I also want to extend the nether tunnel a little bit, making it more pigment proof, and so that's what I'm gonna do now, is extending this tunnel. On a side note, I always had these trapdoors here, so where you can jump and then you're relatively fast. But to be honest, I would not do this anymore, because really with the elytra, flying is so fast that it's rather good to have a tunnel also which you can fly through. Maybe still have these ice tracks for very long distances to go with the boat even faster. Or maybe also have at some point of time the soul soil and this new enchantment for running fast on soul sand. It could make sense, but this I think doesn't make too much sense anymore. Especially also these archers. They really make it difficult to fly through here. So that's what I want to change as well with at least with the upcoming part here. That the tunnel doesn't have any arches, so it's easy to fly through. Noticed something strange while building this tunnel. There's something odd with the pathfinding of the pigment. They are quite often standing on top of these pillars. Here there's another one. This is the one who walked here and here. Isn't that strange? Or here? Or here? Why do they stand there? Well, just thought it's interesting to tell you. I don't know what's going on with them, but they really like these pillars. Do you have an idea why that could be? Anyways, back to business. It's almost done. So we have now the iceway here with some buttons to prevent mob spawning. We didn't need this here because we have these trapdoors, but we got rid of them here. Here we just have an exit. I also stripped the wood here a little bit. I think it looks a little bit less aggressive, or I think here it's quite dominant. these arches, and here it's a bit different design. I tried also to use here some trapdoors. We have to see if that works out. But just the fact that we don't have this extra beam here anymore, which I left out, is enough height now to fly also quickly here through the tunnel. Alternatively, it's possible now to fly directly under the ceiling. That takes a bit of training as well, and I'm not sure because sometimes the trapdoors still are in the way, but like so. So I thought that those would not be a problem, but if you're not perfectly in the middle, they are actually. So let's try one more time, just to see here as well. So it's also possible to fly directly under the ceiling. So yeah, this is pretty much now done. So this is from our tower base here. It's now one way down. Just extended the way so far up to here. And now I have to make a pathway to the new jungle house. So this is still missing, so I have to do something here now. The way we've done the exits in the past is like we have some blocks around which are indicating, so this is obviously going to the Guardian farm. Or like so. So we use kind of the blocks from the target destination. Maybe you notice I never really wear a sword. I just save this extra slot to have a little bit more freedom, and I use the axe for melee combat. But what I want to show you is actually that it's extra useful also in the Nether, because the axe with a critical strike is doing 26 damage, which is actually enough to immediately kill a zombie pigman, so that you can kill zombie pigmen in the Nether without them retaliating against you, because they are instantly dead. Just thought this might be interesting to you as well. So yeah, make sure that you have Smite 5 on your axe. It's actually quite useful in the Nether. Just make sure that you're critical, because if you don't critical, things go to hell. I extended Nether tunnel up to here and put just some rails down so that no pigmen should walk into this area anymore. And this is here the intersection to the base. So I decided to go for a little bit of a darker theme here, because Nether has always this Nether fog, and it always looks a bit dark, and I think that matches it quite well. So and then the other thing I had is like I wanted to leave actually this nether rack here, because I felt like these beams and this kind of looks okay together, and this looks like a super beam holding up the whole tunnel, like the whole structure. At least that's how I imagine it. And then I used green terracotta here to also indicate this green base that we have, and used jungle and jungle trapdoors to hide here some light, and our obligatory ice pass just in case we want to run quickly with a boat. And yeah, I used also this kind of block. It's a bit of a highlight of this tunnel, I think. Maybe it's actually a little bit too much, but I think it's okay if one of these vibrant blocks makes it a bit more lively and not too dark. So it's maybe a bit of a contrast to the other darker theme. That's at least what I was thinking when I was building this tunnel. I hope you like it. Of course, all the full blocks are also buttoned up here to prevent zombie pigmen from spawning. And I also removed here the last column, which normally would be here. So here's one, normally would be one here, as well as one here. So that it should be a little bit easier also to fly around. Also something for the future. So this tunnel I did with these trapdoors, they are still sometimes annoying. But this is here, I tried a few times, this is perfect. Also for future designs, I think I don't want to have any obstructions here nearby. So it's really, really easy here to fly without getting any damage. So that's, I think, yeah, one of the better designs. And then in the end, we just have a portal matching the size of the tunnel and just a few trapdoors for some decoration. And that's pretty much it. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it or what could be improved. Thanks a lot. It's a sad time. I need to repair the pickaxe and I don't want to wait. So this farm we have here is quite nice, but I don't want to, let's say, AFK here for too long. So I was thinking of having these bottles, which we get from the villagers, and to have a little bit of an XP boost here. So let's have a look. I put in 24 bottles here and 25 bottles here. And here we can start a clock, just also to see how fast we can absorb experience. And I have a pickaxe here with 754 durability. So let's see how far these bottles get us. Okay, so it looks like 2 dispensers is a little bit more than we can absorb. And the pickaxe is now at 1456. If you haven't done the math, so it's around 700 durability. And yeah, I think it just took a few seconds for the full repair. So it's quite a very fast repair station actually. And I think this is because I think these experience orbs from the bottle are extremely big. So it's a very fast way of getting experience. And it seems like almost half a pickaxe repair. This would be like connecting those two, having 25 bottles each. Let's see what we can do with that. The way I edited it is we put a small switch here, and then this pushes up the piston, and then the observers show into each other, forming a clock. And here's the dispenser dispensing the experience here into the stream. And then we have here a barrel that can fill the dispenser, so that we go here, we can put in some bottles, for example, and then get the experience very, very fast. So I will now clean up this a little bit so it looks a bit better, and then we can consider it done. This is now the final look. Here with the switch and up there for refilling the experience. So this is the mini project done, and I think this should help us if we are in this base and need a very quick repair or something. And yeah, this way we can also convert some of the gems we have from the villagers into useful stuff like experience bottles, which then can save time. So rather than going to the end, for example, and spending a lot of time going there and back and forth to repair stuff, it's like a quick emergency repair now that we have at our hands. Very nice, very nice. This time we also want to thank someone in the community, and it is Black Weights. He earns the shoe award, and yeah, just a simple encouraging statement made me smile that day. Thank you very much, Black Weights. I also promised you that we're gonna upgrade this memorial hall, and that project is now going to start, and it's called Block-Halla. In order to create a memorial hall in Minecraft, I was thinking of halls that I know from real life. Immediately, the Valhalla Memorial in Bavaria, Germany came to my mind. I visited it once and still have very good memories about it. So why not create exactly this in Minecraft? As you can see, it has a main building with big staggered stairs downwards. It is attached to a hill, and at its bottom it has a river. In the inside there are marble sculptures and heads honoring people like Einstein or Röntgen or Beethoven. And here's some more drone footage. A big thanks also to the user Ozibus for allowing me to use his drone footage. I will put a link to his channel in the description below. The target is to create an exact replica now in Minecraft, and yeah, first activity is to find a proper spot. Found a spot. Took a while to find a good spot for the memorial hall. I think it would fit very nicely here on the left hand side. If the chunks become loaded, I start already wrapping out some stuff. I think it's very similar to the original green with a little bit of up the mountain, and later on also we can connect this water with the other water on this side, making a small river here, making it a little bit more accurate as the original. So I would now continue to map out the approximate dimensions and then get back to you. Here's the start of the main house, and up there that's where the columns are going to go. And from there on we'll have steps downstairs here for the whole extended base. It's quite a lot bigger than I was initially expecting, but I think it makes sense this way. This way we can add a lot of detail, and also we will have a lot of space inside the main building. Gonna be a bit grindy, but that's fine. So the next step is then to gather some resources. Looking at the pictures again, I'm trying to figure out now what kind of blocks to use for the columns. So I think in some pictures they look a little bit more on the whitish side, and in some others they are looking a little bit more on the yellowish side. So I was thinking maybe to try 3 different types of blocks. Maybe to go for something quartz-like. It could also be something with sand actually. Maybe even bone blocks. So here we have the sand block stone. We could even also try a smooth sandstone. Here we have the quartz. And here we have the bone block. Looking at the pictures again, it seems that it's having like a top to bottom kind of stripe pattern, or some kind of structural pattern. So I think actually this is the block which comes the most closest, and then the second would be this, and the third would be this. So I think actually yeah, quartz pillar is the way to go for the pillar or the columns. I kept on running always to this stone cutter. I thought it's like a bit better deal that you get when making pillars, but you get just 1 for 1. And if you just do it from the menu from here, it is the same deal. So I don't even know. I don't understand the stone cutter. I think it's only then shown for stairs where there's a benefit, or maybe for slabs or something, but at least not for the full block here. Good to know. So the columns are in place, at least the ones on the front and on the sides. The ones in the back are missing, but that's what we can do another time. I plan anyhow to extend this build over and over, each time a little bit, and also have to go quartz mining anyhow for some stuff here. And yeah, I think this is generally speaking looking okay. Just if you check the original again, these pillars are a little bit more round, and they are actually the special part of the build. So these are round, whereas the rest of the build is kind of rectangular. And so the question could be, is it possible somehow to make these more round looking? Do you have any idea? Yeah, feel free to drop a comment below. Yeah, any idea on maybe how to make them maybe looking a little bit less squared would be helpful. What I think cannot be done is that we, but maybe it can, to arrange the column like this, because that would make them 3 wide. And that would make it so, I think, that there's not enough space either for the gaps in between, or I would have to increase the build size even further, which is would be too much, in my opinion. So if you have any idea on how to make this shape, if there's any actually any possibility to make this a little bit more round, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I think it could also work with a squared one. I mean, in the end, it's Minecraft, right? So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.